The franchise that brought you Wilt Chamberlin, Rick Barry, the Splash Brothers, and 7 NBA championships is now expanding their horizons and, according to The Athletic, are heading to the WNBA. What is up, awesome people of the internet? The Golden State Warriors are reportedly close to bringing a WNBA team to the Bay Area. And this news has sparked a lot of excitement among basketball fans and supporters of women's basketball in general, which is great. But the question is, why is the Warriors ownership team even interested in getting a WNBA team? So it kind of all starts with the Warriors owner, Joe Lacob. Joe has been a women's basketball supporter for decades, going all the way back to the American Basketball League in 1996, the ABL. Joe was an integral part in establishing the ABL as an organization by making an equity investment into the league, and he also became a team owner for the San Jose Lasers. The Lasers played at the San Jose Event Center and the San Jose Arena, where they average a little bit over 3,100 fans per game in their first season and 4,700 in their second season. The team itself was all right. They had a local star playing for them in Stanford's Jennifer Azzi. They also made it to the semifinals, but never ended up winning it all. The Lasers lasted a couple of years until competition with the NBA-backed WNBA forced the ABL into bankruptcy in 1998. So the Lasers was a very short-lived team. And that was the last time that the Bay Area had a professional women's basketball team. After the demise of the ABL, Joe moved on to men's basketball, becoming a part owner of the Celtics in 2006 and purchasing the Golden State Warriors in 2010. And according to reports, Joe has always wanted to get back into women's basketball with the goal of creating a WNBA expansion team. He just needed to wait for the right time. And now, supposedly, that time has arrived. The Warriors have successfully moved into their new arena in San Francisco, which they did in 2019. And with the huge success that Klay, Steph, Draymond, and team have had in recent years, it has made the Warriors one of the highest revenue-generating sports teams in the world. And because of all that, Joe feels like now is a good time for the Warriors to get their own WNBA team. And one thing to note is that there is not a deal that is finalized right now, but we could hear something as early as next month. The Warriors said in a statement, "We have had productive conversations with the WNBA and look forward to the possibility of being a part of the league's expansion plans. However, it would be premature to assume any potential agreement has been finalized." And I should note here that the Warriors organization aren't the only ones who wanted to bring a WNBA team to the Bay Area. Former WNBA star Alana Beard led an organization called the African American Sports and Entertainment Group in talks to see if they could acquire the Coliseum complex with an eye towards creating their own WNBA expansion franchise in Oakland. Though that's not likely going to happen now, because with the Warriors' reputation, with their money, and their ability to have their WNBA team practice at the Warriors' Oakland facility and play games at the Chase Center, it kind of makes the Warriors the obvious top choice for a new ownership group in the WNBA. All right, now that some of the specifics are out of the way, let's kind of talk about what this means for women's basketball in general. Well, having a new WNBA team would mean more opportunities for women athletes to showcase their skills at the highest level. It's also a step towards seeing more players that make it far in the NCAA tournament actually make a WNBA roster. And it's just steps up the level of amenities for WNBA players because the players are going to be using and able to take full advantage of all the stuff that the Golden State Warriors took advantage of before they moved, right? You have the awesome practice facility in Oakland. You have the Chase Center that the WNBA team is going to be able to take advantage of. That's huge. And I think that'll just help to accelerate the amenities that players have to look forward to. And I think it would cause other ownership groups to kind of step up their game to be able to compete with this new WNBA team for players, of course. And I also think this is great for women's basketball because we are in the midst of a potential milestone for women's basketball. The NCAA tournament last season those games were off the charts, especially later in the tournament. With the Elite Eight, the Final Four, the championship game, there were millions and millions of people around the U.S. watching those games. And that's awesome news. The numbers were off the charts. And I think now is the time for potential growth of professional women's basketball in America. Also, the WNBA is growing in their broadcast audience as well. So expansion couldn't come at a better time, really, to further capitalize on the success of recent college graduates and to do it in a place that is known for women's college basketball, i.e. Stanford's backyard. When asked about the Golden State Warriors possibly acquiring a WNBA team, Stanford Cardinals head women's basketball coach Tara Vanderveer said this: "I know our fans would love to see former Stanford players playing for a Bay Area team, or obviously coming in, getting a chance to watch them play when they would get a chance to play here. I know this would be a very exciting place for a team to be, and I know that the players would be excited about it." And as the WNBA works to finalize this deal with the Golden State Warriors, I think they should draw some inspiration from other successful expansions of women's sports in California, such as the National Women's Soccer League, the NWSL, who has seen tremendous growth and expansion in the last several years. The NWSL expanded with 2 California-based teams for the 2022 season with Angel City FC, which is in Los Angeles, and the San Diego Wave FC, which is in San Diego. These 2 team launches have been so successful that they lead the NWSL in total attendance, averaging 20,000 per game and 19,000 per game in attendance so far this season. Whatever these teams are doing, Joe Lacob and the Warriors need to do the same exact thing when their team actually becomes final. Also, another thing to note is that the NWSL is also expanding to the Bay Area in 2024. So if you live in the Bay Area, you will have a chance to watch professional women's soccer and professional women's basketball in the coming years in the Bay Area. And ultimately, this expansion is just going to be huge for visibility in general and support for women's basketball, especially with the ownership group that is the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are top dogs, one of the top dogs in the NBA, and having them back a WNBA team, I think is huge in terms of visibility. There's likely going to be times where Steph, Clay, and others go to the WNBA game in Oakland, and it brings more people out because you have some of the stars of the NBA coming out to WNBA games. I think this is great for growth of women's basketball. All right, so there you have it. This potential expansion of the WNBA to the Bay Area is an exciting prospect for women's basketball. It represents progress, it represents growth, and it represents the opportunity to build upon the legacy of the ABL's San Jose Lasers. I, for one, am very excited about this Oakland expansion, and the only real question I have is, what will be the team name? Will it be the Golden State Brave, the Golden State Surf? I know those are kind of cheesy, but likely be something else. But let me know what name suggestions you all have below. And for the record, California isn't the only state getting a new WNBA team. The league recently visited Denver for talks with investors about expanding to Colorado. For more on that video, you can kind of click right up here. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about this expansion. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Let's have a conversation in the chat. If you like this video, make sure to press the like button and to subscribe for more women's basketball content. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until next time, guys, bye.